I'm Noreen Ferrante, a volunteer of U.S. Indian Political Action Committee, USINPAC. The U.S. and India are the two biggest military powers in the world. The two countries have stood united in their fight against terrorism and security threats. It is a pleasure to talk to Congressman Kingston today to hear his views on how these two powerful nations can collaborate in the field of defense. We're here today with Congressman Kingston, and we're going to ask a few questions. As a member of the Defense Committee, what are your views on the current state of the U.S.-India relationship?
Probably more important than ever that India and America have good relations, because if you look at what's happening in that part of the world in terms of Afghanistan and Iraq and just in general Pakistan, we need to have a stable country like India as an ally so that we can really have a lot of good cooperation back and forth between the two of them on a military basis. So I think as we withdraw from Afghanistan and the Middle East in general, our relationship with India is more important than ever before.
Do you think there can be a collaboration between the U.S. and India in this matter?
I think so. There's opportunities for training exercises, naval exercises, Air Force, cybersecurity cooperation. There is all kinds of reasons and opportunities for India and America to work together.
Okay. You're a member of the Defense Committee. What recommendations and ideas do you have for India-American entrepreneurs in the field of defense technology?
Well, as India upgrades its military equipment, a lot of the military equipment in India is old, and so they're restocking, you might say. And I think what we have found in America for entrepreneurs is you have the big folks, but then if you're an airplane manufacturer, you buy electronic equipment, interior equipment, carpeting equipment, radar equipment from all kinds of subcontractors. So what I would say to the Indian entrepreneur is anywhere that you have a niche, and particularly in technology, but anything that complements a larger defense contract, then the opportunities to be a subcontractor are huge. And I know of a lot of subcontractors who make millions of dollars by supplying some of the name brand contractors with things, but nobody knows who they are, but they have a very handsome market niche.
Okay. When do you think defense technology is going to capture the defense market in the U.S., and do you have a time frame in mind?
I'd say it's constantly evolving because, when it comes to defense, I always say that you want to keep up and keep ahead of the bad guys. So you need to have the most accurate missiles, the fastest airplanes, the most accurate technology in terms of radar and interception and so forth. So you have to constantly reinvest in your defense. And so it's not a matter of, well, this is going to happen in the next year or two. It's happening now. And for people to get on that, the time is now, because it's only going to become more and more important in the next few years.
India remains the world's largest arms buyer and is advancing the pace in certain areas. What should the United States focus on in terms of technology and innovation in order to compete with emerging markets like India?
Well, I think what we want to do is make sure that we have good cooperation with India and that we're always inventing new things and staying ahead of whatever technology that's out there. But the opportunities for, say, India to buy C-130Js from Lockheed in America or some of the missiles that are made in America, there would be opportunities like that in one direction, but there would be opportunities in another direction for cybersecurity for America to capitalize on some of the high technology that India has.
Finally, can you please give a brief message to your Indian American constituents?
The countries are too big and too important to the world's economy not to work with each other. And India has lots of emerging industries that can benefit from a good relationship with the United States, and it's the same way with the United States. So we both have markets, we both have innovations that would be mutually beneficial. And I would not limit that to military. I'd say the same thing is with food, and the same thing with medicine, and the same thing with apparel. All kinds of opportunities are out there for India and America.
Okay, thank you for your
Thanks.
time, folks.